Today what I wanted to talk about is how to avoid getting a seized engine. Sometimes I've come across people and they have seized engines and it's full of oil, and it's kind of like, well, what happened? Why is it seized when it has oil in it? Because usually what you run into is people getting seized engines when their engine oil isn't full. Obviously when it runs out it can seize that way, but some things that I've been seeing are people don't keep their engines clean. So right around all this casing on your engine, you want to make sure that that's clean. It gets built up with gunk and all sorts of things, and most of these engines are air cooled, so you want to make sure that you're spraying off your engine and keeping all the dirt and gunk off of the casing so that it can radiate heat. If you let all the gunk and dirt build up on it, it's an insulator and it will not allow your engine to release the heat that it needs to. So I definitely recommend washing off your machine after every time you mow, or every other time. Let it cool down before you spray it off, but you want to get all this nasty stuff off of it the best that you can. And definitely down here on the deck, spray that off, because that's going to, as that builds up, it's going to put pressure on your pulleys and everything down there, your spindles, and it's going to make them wear out sooner and quicker. If you look down in there, there's just so much gunk on this machine. Let's go back here to some of my other machines. You want to be spraying off the transmission back here and up underneath the tires, because your transmission's the same way. If your transmission breathes, it's air cooled, has a fan on top of it usually, you want to make sure that that is all clear of dirt and gunk. This one here, it's got a good amount of gunk. I sprayed it off a little bit. I need to power wash it more. That's what I used. But you got to be careful you don't hurt anything. But you see all these fins and everything, that's for cooling. You want to make sure that those are clean. This obviously has had tons of pine needles in it and it needs to be power washed off, so make sure that you're taking good care of your engines. Let's come over here to another one. This one is pretty clean. See how you can see the engine casing. It looks really clean and nice. That is going to breathe and do a really good job cooling when it's running. You want to make sure there's not stuff up in here. Let's come to another one here. This one's pretty new. As you can see, it doesn't have a bunch of gunk, as well as this one here is staying very clean. Now, you want to make sure that you are washing off your engine as well as your spindles and your transmission. Spray up underneath here with your transmission. Get all the dirt, grime, grass off of your machine. If you come over to this side, you can see all that caked up oil and dirt and grime over the years up in these fins as well. You want to make sure that you do not have that. You want to power wash that off. Be super careful when you're shooting around the carburetor and electrical. Make sure you have your machine off, but you want to get all this stuff clean, or this engine is not going to cool properly. Anyways, hope this video was helpful for you guys. Go ahead and smash and like that subscribe button, and y'all have a great day.